All right, welcome back. This first story we want to cover today. Welcome back. Enjoy December while it lasts. Our format is quite different from just bringing guests on. So please make sure you're here for the guest, also to support our guests to make them feel comfortable, because they have lots of insights they're going to share with us. All right. So with that being said, the first story I want to cover today, let's just take it neat. Let's warm up. Let's do a quick warm up. Let's take it neat. Shout out to Instablog Nigeria. This one says, you don't need millions to be an intentional lover. Lady says after an encounter with a lover boy. I wonder what they're talking about. Let's see. So there's this post here. It says, yesterday at a salon close to where I was braiding, an Okada man, that means a commercial motorcycle man, stopped to buy a gown for his babe. Okay. Let me say this before I continue. This was supposed to be a part of the announcement. Okay. If you're here, I want to tell you I appreciate you. Okay. I want to say I appreciate Auntie B too, right? It's not easy. Let me be very honest with you for a second here before we continue. It's not easy. If you have a huge platform, when I say huge, I mean anything, once somebody has over 10,000 subscribers, they start feeling a certain type of way. And rightfully so. It's a lot of work that's involved in this, okay? And oftentimes they think it's a feeling. They feel somebody's going to pluck their clout away from them. So it's not always easy for them to allow somewhat of maybe possibly an intimidating brand to come and still shine. It's not necessarily something they decide, it's just the way it works. Again, granted, there's a lot of work that goes into it, which is why I always appreciate Auntie B, right? So it's not easy. So when people show up here, please, let's show them some love, right? And but I just want you to know, all right, that content creators are humans like everybody else, okay? They get jealous. They're always suspicious of jealousy. They think somebody's out to get them, all right? They're just like normal people. In fact, it's worse for them because sometimes they don't know what to do with all that attention they're getting, okay? So I just want you to let you know, like, I'm too busy. I really don't have time to chase anybody around, okay? The reality is that I have tons of content. I have content everywhere, okay? But sometimes it's useful for us to collaborate with other people, okay? Because of the way my life is set up, it's not necessarily feasible for me to be chasing people around. I'm just being honest with you, okay? So I stretch out a hand and gesture. I say, hey, thank you. I edify people. And depending, I might try second, third time. If I don't really have relationship with that person, we don't need it. Let's stay focused. Okay? Let's stay focused on what we're doing here. Okay? The good thing about YouTube is that there's something called fair use. We can have any conversation we want. We can react to any video, right? And just out of a place of courtesy, I will always say thank you. I use this person's content, and then we do our own little commentary, and you can come up and have a conversation with me at any point in time. The link, I'm always going to pin it on the top as long as I remember. Okay? You can literally come up and have a conversation at any time. Okay? So I just wanted to put that out there really quickly. That was supposed to be part of the announcement, but I just wanted to let you know what we're doing here. What we're doing is working. The numbers are showing up. Okay? So, and I'm going to keep doing it. We have a lot of work to do. We're on a journey, So I just wanted to say that really quickly before we continue. All right. With that being said, I'm going to continue reading this letter. All right. And thank you for giving me your listening ears for a second. All right. Good. Hopefully you understand. Okay. If you don't understand, just ask me again. And if you ever want to be a part of giving me feedback, you want to be behind the scenes conversations and stuff like that, feel free to join the WhatsApp group behind the scenes. That means you can contact me anytime during the middle of the day. Basically, that's usually what that means. It's at lolaanola.com/WhatsApp. Okay, so all feedbacks are really highly appreciated. Our feedback, there are two types of feedback. There's the numbers. The numbers tell me everything I need to know about how this is working. But also there's some nuances which I can only get from you. Okay. So again, thank you. Thank you. All right. With that being said, let's get back to this. I'm going to read this to you so I don't blind you. I'm just going to read it. All right. So yesterday at a salon close to where I was braiding, an Okada man stopped to buy a gown for his babe. He brought out his phone to show the seller. Oh, by the way, Auntie B, I will schedule hers. She's going to be here. So I will schedule hers momentarily. I think she's coming back on her way from Nigeria. So I know I do have a message I haven't responded to. So no worries about that part. She's family. Okay. All right, good. An Okada man stopped to buy a gown for his babe. He brought out his phone to show the seller if the gown would fit the babe in the picture, and she said yes. Wait, let me go back. Yesterday at a salon close to where I was braiding, an Okada man, that means a commercial motorcycle man, they have that in Nigeria, stopped by to buy a gown for his babe. He brought out his phone to show the seller if the gown would fit the babe in the picture, and she said yes. Okay. The seller said yes. Of course, sellers will always say that. Of course. Gown was $8K. Okay, that's about $8. He priced it at $6K, and she said that was the last price. Okay. And he gave her $6K and told her to give him an hour. He'll be back with a $2K balance. Oh. All right. I overheard their conversation, called him back and offered to balance the remaining $2K. Samaritan, the good Samaritan. And he refused. And I asked him why. He said I shouldn't bother, that it will give him more satisfaction knowing he bought it himself with his own money. Wait, hold on. He gave her $6K and told her 1 hour he'll be back with the $2K balance. I overheard the conversation, called him back, okay, and then gave the $2K. Okay, all right. And he refused, all right? And he bought that he wanted to buy it himself with his own money. He will feel better, I guess. I love. You really do not need millions to be thoughtful and intentional to the people you love. Oh, that's the point. Love. Okay. All right. So I guess that's a good warm up there is, yes, you love a simp till you are tired of dealing with him. What? How does this relate to being a simp? Some people just can't wait to dust. Ego. Well, that's a good point, because that can easily, but the thing is that that's just weird. They have all kind of weird practice in Nigeria, so I don't know if I can judge him too much. Yes, but that's definitely his ego that's confusing him with he wants to feel better. If somebody wants to pay $2K, I don't have to go home and tell my girl that that I didn't pay the full price. I don't have to go home and tell her that. And by the way, I don't mind going home to tell her, you know what, somebody actually paid the balance. I love the clothes, and I don't know what kind of conversation will lead to that, but the point is a gift, right? But clearly that's bigger for this man. More fresh. Hello, welcome back. All right, so, but that's kind of weird. I would just take how much is $2K? $2 or less? Just take the money. What's the big deal? So somebody said, trust me, she will later dump the guy. That's a man saying that. That's a man that has been dumped. That's how they talk. Okay, a man that has been dumped, they can't wait to project their trauma on other people. If this girl is with him right now, that means he's earned that girl now. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Why are you predicting he's going to get dumped? Why? Because of $6. What's the difference between $6 and $8? Oh Lord, this ninjas, man. For a marriage to work, the man has to love the woman more. That is stupid. That's a very stupid ideology. If you ever said that, call yourself stupid. Okay? You don't have to love anybody more, especially if you don't know exactly. Like, how are you measuring that? On what units? On kilogram or kilometer? Which one? What did you say? I just snuck my eye to the side. Let me see. Let's come back. Maybe the Babalawo said he must use his own money. This is Nigeria. You never know. You never know. You never know. Maybe. Listen, you know there are Babalawos in Nigeria, right? We can't discount that, right? And these Babalawos are telling people, they are prescribing, they have prescriptions for people. We're not talking about if the prescriptions work or not, but they actually have prescriptions for people. So yes, especially a lot of young men these days, a lot of them are falling for this gimmicks because they think they're going to make money. So no, don't worry, you won't collect. Let me see here. Let me read one more comment and then we'll move on to the other stories. Let's see. For a marriage to work, okay, yeah, that's stupid. A man has to love a woman more. Yeah, that's stupid. Okay. You don't even need to be rich to be intentional. Nye. This is a quote. Okay. The person, and I quote. The person put in a quote. You don't even need to be rich to be intentional. Close quote. Nye. But many of you won't even date or treat average men right. That's a person that I've collected shege from a woman. Okay. Again, projection. Okay. Women date average men literally majority of the time. Literally, that's what the numbers says. So really quickly, come here. If you said something stupid like that, you don't know what you're talking about. The numbers literally show that most people date average people. You don't know what you're talking about. Again, you're talking now. If you're talking about preferences, people across the board have preferences based on their overinflated, whatever they think they deserve. That's normal human behavior too. You can't shut that down. You're wasting your time trying to shut people's overinflated sense of preferences out. That's stupid. That's people shoot higher. They have to settle for what the reality is at some point. That's just the reality. So the conversations around this type of things are usually as usual. Excuse my French. Tell me in the chat if there's a better language. It's stupid. Okay, I don't know if there's a better language. If there is, teach me. I'm trying to be nice today. I'm just chilling today. Okay, so that is actually the actual nya. Everybody dates someone that's average at some point. Okay, now it depends on what you're averaging to, right? Like exactly what are you averaging? You averaging character? Are you averaging their income? Are you averaging the 2,000 other variables involved in this? I mean, you just like to hear your own voice talking nonsense. This is why you're collecting nyaka in the dating sense. You don't know how to work on yourself. You're always worried about other people are doing. If you are dating an average woman, it is what it is. Welcome to the real world. Okay. If you consider that average, and if you are looking for a woman who doesn't settle for average man, step your game up. And stop complaining. Jesus Christ. Yes, complaining. I got the worst disdain from women when I didn't have much. Exactly. I knew it. I said that earlier, right? I knew it. It's just obvious. Tell on yourself before you actually say the word. You don't have to tell us. We already know. They kept running after big guys that didn't care. Oh my show. Now they somehow care because I don't care about them.
Stop the cap.
You don't care about them. Yeah, right.
Don't care.
Right, yeah, right. Tell your face you don't care. Neuroshi. Now they somehow care because I don't care about them, and I'm trying for myself. You need to stay focused on working on yourself. That's what you need to do. Stop comparing yourself to your shadows. It's still you or they. A man will go all out for the woman he loves. I hope the girl appreciates the gift. Okay. If you need to be anything, be a kind and an intentional partner. Okay. All right. This, you don't even need to be rich to be a better lover. Okay. No, you don't. That's the reality. You work with the resources that you have. You work with the cards that you've been dealt. That's how you get more. You don't complain about what you're getting. You look at it closer and you say, this is what I'm getting. All right, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Let me see if I can build on top of this. You first of all say thank you. You stop complaining, okay? She will still break his heart. Say, and go with it. And say, did I ask you to buy me anything? Okay, there's ingrates everywhere in life, okay? There's some people that are just not grateful. It is what it is. All right? If they're not grateful, stop giving. But can you be patient? Wait until it happens first. No, I don't care if it happened to you in the past. So you don't shoot yourself on the legs. Wait until it happens again before you start projecting your past trauma everywhere. We get the message anyway. Yes. Listen, I understand poverty. I understand when you hit like a survivor stage and it's just too much. No, there's nothing, like a complete lack. There are some situations like that. But for the most part, you have enough resources to work with. Okay? You're just an ingrate. You don't know how to appreciate what you got. Okay? All right, let's leave that alone right there. Welcome. We're just warming up. Hit that like button as you're coming in. Hit that like button for me. Share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. All right? We got some more stuff to talk about. I'll be right back.
Beautiful girl, sparkling night, anything. I find it beautiful girl. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.